Something like this.
Sorry, though. Wait, hold on, wait. What episode is this?
Episode 8, yeah.
I thought it was... Sure.
I don't know why I'm asking that. The picture I screenshotted on myself, it says number 8 on it.
Stupid.
No matter what show it is we do, I'll never remember the goddamn episode number.
You never will. Your mom will probably remind you, though.
Well, I don't even know if she listens to this one, but either way.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. It's actually not doing too bad.
No?
Take a look at the numbers. I mean, it's not, obviously we're not at 5,000 or some shit like that, yeah, but whatever. It's still fun.
Hell yeah.
All right, fellas, what are we jumping into this nerd world today?
Bruh, let's get into this fucking X series, dog.
That motherfucker got on fire, dog.
More like a barbecue grill. Damn, fuck.
I feel like that happened because someone was really trying to push the boundaries of that hoe.
But multiple people, like there's YouTubers who have it too.
Yeah, I'm hearing stories that it's actually pretty widespread.
Yeah, because I saw like maybe four or five people post videos, and then I saw that on Instagram, and then I looked on iPhone, and that's like the running joke right now. Like homeboy put a weenie on top of his shit and was like, let's get going.
May not gotten my Xbox, but I did get a new grill today.
Facts. Can't play the new Fable, but I can cook my ass off.
I fucking knew it.
Poor
was
Xbox, man.
It was like this for at least. I know the 360 had a bunch of the same issues, and then did the Xbox One have a bunch of issues like this? I mean, I don't think it was like.
They had minor issues, but nothing crazy like that.
Yeah.
I know the Xbox 360 for sure.
Oh yeah, the Red Ring of Death. Yeah, that was.
Oh, those things are notorious for that shit.
Yeah. The early models. The later ones, they got it pretty figured out, but yeah.
Yeah, and to be fair, like the even the PlayStation 3, I know they had that amber light or whatever. Whenever you saw that amber light, that bitch was done for.
Oh yeah, but that was rare.
Yeah, but I was gonna say PlayStation got a hold of that shit pretty fast. They were like, "Oh no, we need to recall a bunch of these models and fix that shit because this ain't gonna work out."
We ain't Xbox over here.
We ain't Microsoft. You see, like I feel like this is why the gaming community will always deem, not myself or maybe y'all, but I feel like the gaming community itself will always deem PlayStation the
superior.
The superior console because of shit like this. Even though Xbox will probably get it fixed within like the next month or so. Guarantee you this won't happen to PlayStation. Yeah, maybe some will die, but they won't catch on fire. That's fucking crazy.
How the fuck do you fuck that up?
Man, I don't know, bro. That shit is hilarious, though. Them hoes turn into some goddamn barbecue pits.
They put in them holes so they can breathe, bro.
I mean, like the design. I kind of had questions. About it. I was like, yeah, that's really smart. Like you stand it up, heat rises. It protects all the components.
Right.
But I guess the components inside have to kind of be on par in order for that heat to kind of rise.
Well,
I don't know if it's jammed in there or not. I haven't seen the inside of that thing.
Yeah, I think the big thing is like how packed in everything is, because there needs to be adequate room in between your components so you can get good airflow. So
it could be just too jammed up together.
Yeah, it could be that. Because them trying to save space, they probably boxed everything in too tight.
But to cause a fire like that?
Well,
yeah, dude.
I don't think it's not necessarily fire. I mean, it's definitely something overheating, but I don't think it actually maybe caught fire.
Right.
So,
I don't know, bro. Smoldering smoke can cause fires.
yeah. But I mean, without having seen it in person, but I would say it's definitely something in there that's burning up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know.
My guess is because my boy Caden, he used to build PCs and shit, and he was telling me when he first started, he would jam everything in there just because like he had all these badass parts that would make his PC fast, and he could overclock and do all this other shit. But he didn't take into consideration airflow. He was
Yep.
putting like he was jamming shit on top of his motherboard. He was jamming shit behind his fans, and I guess whenever you do your fan, you're supposed to be able to, and the fans spin pretty fast.
Yeah.
But especially whenever it's planned and whenever it's connected, and his shit would barely get maybe a quarter of a turn. He was like, whatever. And he said he didn't cause any fires or anything like that, but his computer it would be
Overheated.
so hot it would overheat, and then like the screen would just turn blue, like his shit would just die down.
Yeah,
I'm
crash.
assuming that's what Xbox did with their shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
They tried to put so much dope shit in there, and they were like, "Oh well, fucking, we gotta compete with PlayStation." We just bought Bethesda, so
Thing is, there's probably only like one fan in there. So
Probably, yeah. That's probably.
and it's near the top. So I mean, it makes sense because you have the fans sucking out the heat,
right.
but a good ventilation system will have it sucking in cold air to flow, and then another fan to suck out the hot air.
Right.
So
Yeah, you want an intake and an outtake fan.
yeah,
And that like I said, the design, because heat does rise, and they do recommend you lay it. You stand it up like that for that very reason. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's smart, because I remember the PS3 used to get hotter than a bitch because that fan was on the side,
Yeah.
Yep.
and that's why whenever they came out with the Slim, they put it on the back, and it was kind of like angled up. Well, at least the one Gabriel had, it was slightly angled to where the heat would kind of shoot out the back. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's smarter. But then I seen the Xbox, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's really smart. Again, never saw like Marquez Brownlee. Anytime he did a review on it, or when he did his review, they never sent him the guts of the Xbox.
Right.
So he only had the shell.
So you
I
can
don't
only
know.
review the design of it.
Yeah, basically like the aesthetics of it, which is really not helpful in the long run, because
Yeah.
you kind of like that. What that's actually on the list, like the reviews. Again, per usual, PlayStation and people who were reviewing the PlayStation and the Xbox, they're like, "Oh, PlayStation for sure." Like even as far as like the way it performs, like the Xbox is supposed to be faster, or at least so they said on paper,
Right.
and I guess that's not the case. I haven't played them, so I don't know. I'm not gonna judge yet.
yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, when does the PS5 come out? Or is it already out?
I know the Xbox is already out,
Right.
so I don't know. I'm assuming December. I would look it up on my phone's a little occupied, so
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Brian, I have a question for you. With PC computers, are there fans with water components in it or something like that?
Water coolant?
Oh yeah, you're talking about water cooling.
Yeah.
So they're not fans, but it's more of a pump.
Okay.
So it pumps water throughout the system to cool it, because you got water or a solution going right onto your CPU that cools it, and then it keeps circulating.
Oh, okay. So how does it get through all the system without like messing it up?
Very carefully assembled. That's
Yeah.
how.
Okay.
Yeah, basically like everything that it touches has to be completely encapsulated, to where it doesn't like hit anything that can cause a spark or anything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look up like rookie builds and shit like that, you'll see you can spot how where they went wrong pretty fast. like either like the tubing wasn't wide enough, or just either too loose, or it was maybe they tried to loop it through another through wires and shit.
Right.
And those cables aren't meant to be stretched like that. They're a tight fit for a reason, because that coolant is not, those tubes aren't meant to be. It's like an engine. If you try to add a long ass cable through there,
Yeah.
you're gonna fucking have a leak somewhere over time eventually. But whenever you do that with with the cable that's the right amount, it's probably gonna pop off, because that water is meant to get hot. I mean, it's not meant to get hot, but whenever it's stretched out like that, it can cause all kind of issues. And even like a lot of pro builders, they'll say like, yeah, it's fancy and all, but just get more fans. They're like, it's a lot safer.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my PC, I have, fuck, 6 fans.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's more than enough. That's probably about the right amount for a gaming PC.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, for
That's
sure.
about right.
Yeah, because I had a friend who's telling me that he had like that water coolant stuff. I was like, how the fuck? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, again, it definitely does cool. Like they've ran tests on like playing games in like 4K overclock. I think it's called like a nightmare mode or something like that,
Okay.
where everything is maxed out, trying to get the highest FPS and shit. But then whenever they check like the processors and like the speed and the temperature, it's like hot as shit. The speeds are slowing down, and I mean this is with fans. But then
Yeah.
whenever they run those same tests with water coolant, they're about the same, maybe a little warmer and maybe a tad slower, but everything drops drastically whenever it's just fans. So it does help, but it's risky. It just doesn't seem like the reward
be
isn't worth
worth-
the risk in the end. Yeah,
Because what
Yeah.
if you have a leak and your whole thing is kaput?
and that's the thing. Like a lot of those, like the RAM sticks, they're expensive, especially if you want to get something like 64 gigs. Two 64 sticks. You're looking at least depending on the brand, $500 to like $1,200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those prices. Even the graphics cards, dude. I'm just
Oh,
like,
fuck
God
yeah, dude.
damn.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of friends who really love Cyber Monday,
Yeah.
so they can go on Newegg and buy some new shit.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn.
Yeah, I've definitely hit up Newegg a couple of times. Gotten some pretty good deals, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, G told me about Newegg a while back. He actually had a PC built out for me,
Yeah.
because but it was for music production, and he had like a dope ass sound card in there and everything. Like he did the research for me, dude. But that thing was like $3,400. Yeah,
God
Yep.
damn.
and this is way back before they had i9s. So
Yeah.
imagine,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like, this
that
is-
thing's-
yeah, it would have been at least 55, 6,000 if I would have thrown one of those in there. It was
Yeah.
something stupid.
Yeah, it feels more than 3 years ago. That build's completely outdated.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, this was like 2015, 2014, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, this is like right at the peak of i7. This is maybe like second gen i7 or something like that. So yeah,
Damn.
and even then it was 30 something $100, and I think it was like 3,500 $3,500. I was like, all right, a business laptop it is. Fuck that shit.
No, I get it. Because the thing that I really love about PC towers is that you can interchange them, and every 2 years you have to replace not everything, but certain
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, about every 2-3 years is when you want to, update stuff. Granted, I haven't updated my shit in probably no, it's been about 4 years. So,
Well, see, you're also not doing like crazy online like
Oh,
Call of
yeah.
Duty. Like I don't know how intense the spec requirements are for WoW. I don't think they're super insane. Like if you look
No.
at the specs for fucking like the new Warzone game, they're fucking ridiculous. Like you need like what is it, like 2.9 gigahertz, like just something like ridiculous shit. Like who has that?
No.
no, my
Expensive as fuck.
Hell yeah. Fuck that.
yeah, I mostly like on my computer I replay old games and stuff. So, the requirements on those are, relatively low. Because you're thinking, I'm saying old games. I'm saying 4 years or older.
Okay.
So
It's not too bad.
yeah,
Like Civilization 5, maybe.
sure.
Okay.
I mean, I don't play it, but yeah, stuff like that.
Beezy, have you seen the new? Well, they're not new. I think I first started seeing them go into production in like 2013. They're called like prison. Well, this is what they look like, and this is what people are calling them, like prison cafeteria builds. Like like the trays, you pull the trays out, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's super duper modular. Like you're like the only thing that's really tucked away that you can't just easily pull out with like the flip of a switch is the motherboard. So that's based up against the wall, obviously. But like everything else, like your RAM, CPU, like everything else is just like a pull out tray. You
That
pull
kind
it
of
out.
sounds like the cheese grater from Apple.
Apple, yeah, I heard it's
Yeah.
super modular. Yeah, I've seen the insides of it, and people are saying like that guy Linus Tech Tip. He was like, "Oh, this is super easy to mod out and shit." But it's a fucking $32,000 computer, so
Oh
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
yeah, it better be modular.
Well, you could probably buy the lowest spec and then like put in your parts that you want to do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a guy who did that with the who also did that with the Mac Mini, the newest Mac Mini. He got like the lowest one for like $1,000, and then he spent an extra $500 on the parts to make it as fast as their $3,200 model, and he only paid $1,500. But it just a little elbow grease. All he had to do was just take shit apart and put it together himself.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I don't like about Apple.
Can't
Because whenever yeah, you can, but it takes a lot of work, and on top of
yeah.
that, it's
You're voiding
their
warranties.
yeah, voiding warranties, and their parts don't necessarily play well with shit like AMD it's all Intel, but like with AMD, it's really hard. You have to kind of go back in and reconfigure everything.
Right. Right.
So that's why Macs are not ideal for gaming.
Oh yeah. Because eventually you have to buy a new Mac. Instead of like buying the parts for it.
Or you have to send it in and then have them redo everything for you, and that's probably that you're looking at least
A big ass bill.
$1,500. They're going to charge you $500 for labor, $1,000 for the parts, all that shit. It's something ridiculous.
And then another 1,000 for the brand.
Yeah, for that just for that Apple. Hey, we replaced the Apple logo. That's another $8 right there.
Right.
How long you think before Apple actually does jump into the gaming market? You think they'll ever try, or do they realize that?
Do you mean like making games or just
No,
the
like
components
basically
in
like
general?
yeah, components that can handle this shit because they have stuff that can handle like video editing and audio production. Those are two different ends of the spectrum because all those require like one or two cores, while gaming can take up I don't know, be easy how many sometimes like. I've seen there's one called like a Threadripper, and it's got like 80 cores, 84 cores, and the new Tomb Raider takes up 72 cores,
Jesus Christ.
or uses 72 cores.
Are
Something ridiculous like that.
you serious? Is that true, Beezy?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, just based off, I've never done this before. I'm talking out of my ass, but I've watched a lot of videos on it,
Yeah.
and like the cores, there's one. It's called a Threadripper, and it's got like 120 something cores or 84 cores or something ridiculous. And whenever they run those games at full, like max capacity, max FPS, max CPU, nightmare mode, and all this shit, fucking, it's running through those cores. That's why it's slowing down and heating everything up.
Damn.
Yeah. And if you try to do anything like that on a Mac, it'll fucking crash
Oh,
your
yeah.
shit. So it's not even worth it. So maybe they will, and then whenever they do, they'll charge you out the fucking ass for it.
Yeah.
I know they're doing like games for the phone. They came out with like an arcade kind of thing for your phone. It's pretty cool.
Well, they've always kind of had that, but it was more so for like third-party games,
right.
Like the Game Center or whatever it was.
No, but this time it's like their games. Like if you pay
Yeah.
if you're part of like the Apple plan or whatever, like if you pay I guess $5 or $10 whatever,
Oh, it's $30 a month, homie.
or something like that, because it's
Yeah.
all together, like the Apple Music, the Apple, all that shit, and they basically have like an own arcade games for you that are without ads and everything. It's pretty cool. Well, from what I've seen.
I just feel like they're banking too hard on mobile gaming.
Right.
I personally don't ever see mobile gaming taking over PC or console gaming.
Oh hell no.
No.
Unless phones get like insane, like Asus or Asus, whatever. They had that one gaming phone that was like fucking. It was literally like a $3,500 laptop in a fucking $1,200 phone. And people, I remember G had that phone, and he was like, "This shit sucks." He was like, it's not cool to game on this at all, even with the controller."
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, the only way I see gaming on phones really taking over is through microtransactions, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah. Because if, enough people spend the money on these microtransactions on games, then more people are going to make games for phones so they can monetize them. Because most of these companies, they're chasing the dollar. They're
Right.
not. They're
That's
not
what I'm
really.
saying. If you're talking from a monetization aspect, of course. You want to hear something crazy? Number one on the list, Pokemon Go earned $1 billion this year.
What? Really?
Speaking of fucking mobile gaming, that's like what Brian's talking about as far as like
Yeah, because there's a lot
microtransactions
of
and shit.
Yeah, there's a
Of
lot
course,
of it in there.
they'll dominate because it's so easy just to drop 99 cents here or there.
Yep.
Because what's more appealing? And like, let's be honest, 99 cents or $1.99. That is a huge
99
fucking
cents,
difference to
yeah.
someone who's playing a game.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. If it's 99 cents, you don't even think about it. You'll,
Right,
you'll
you're
just,
like, oh, yeah.
whatever.
you'll drop it a couple times a day.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
and then you're just like piling it up. Unless you're like a complete like one of those gamers who actually play without
Yeah.
putting in the money, which is me. But it takes a while just to get where the other players are at.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you're the minority in that case because the majority of people, like we said, it's just so easy, it's so appealing. Oh shit, 99 cents. Though remember back in the day, games used to cost 99 cents. Like Angry Birds was 99 cents.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you could just, oh shit, I can get a whole game for 99 cents and free updates forever. That's a fucking dollar right there. And how many people they made a fucking movie? It's a fucking multi-billion-dollar franchise. 99 cents. That's all. That's how it started.
That's
99
all
cents.
it takes.
Mm-hmm.
And all those microtransactions, huh?
Which is insane.
You ain't lying. Because I mean, they do have a lot of it in the game because you can customize your player or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, those games will never go away.
You ain't lying. I just didn't
99.
think it was gonna make that much money because I mean, like, I play it here and there whenever I'm like, oh shit, I'm near like a Pokestop, and that was pretty much it.
Is there microtransactions in Pokemon Go?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, you can
Yeah, see,
customize.
that's what blew my mind because I remember whenever it first came out. Remember, we were walking around everywhere. There was no microtransactions.
Oh yeah, no.
So I don't know how new that is, but
But they basically started limiting it because, like, let's say your bag can only get like 200 stuff, and then eventually, you get more than 200 stuff within it because you get like a lot of other items within the game, and so you got to update it. So you either have to play a lot of gyms or like leave your Pokemon in gyms in order to get more coins, or you pay 99 cents to get more coins in order to update.
exactly. And it's appealing because nobody wants to drop shit.
Right.
And it's because they'll look at that as like basically regressing, like regressing progress. So they'll be like, oh well, shit, it's only $1, and I don't know how much space that buys you, but evidently it's enough to keep people going back. 99 cents here or there, and whatever else it is they charge for.
Right, because I mean, like they do
So-
the same thing with like your Pokemon capacity too. So like right now, they just
Well, you have to buy to upgrade your like basically like your Pokedex thing, whatever. Not Pokedex, but like your storage for your Pokemon.
yeah, because I mean, like you can get multiple. You have to get multiple Pokemon of the same kind to get their like little candies in order for them to evolve. So it adds up. But you can transfer them away, but they'll never come back.
Damn.
So you got to really like appraise it and see which one's the best one and blah blah and shit like that. And then now with the other generations coming into the game too, obviously that's gonna fill up as well.
Damn. So yeah, that's yep. 99 cents don't sound bad whenever you don't want to do all that shit.
Right?
Yeah.
Do the extra work and just go to a gym and just put your Pokemon in there.
I'll just stick to the handheld games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same here. Yeah, like if I ever get a Switch, I'll just play that. I don't know if there's any microtransactions, but
It's not, but the new Sword and Shield, you can have the whole Pokedex in there now.
oh word.
Oh, yeah, I heard
they
that.
they did an update.
Damn, that's dope.
And they're adding DLC to it, right?
Yeah, they're adding a new DLC pretty soon.
Hey,
So I was like, what? Because I didn't know until one of my friends, he plays it, and we were talking about it. I was like, man, Sword and Shield looks cool, but I just hate that they limited the Pokedex. And he's like, no, they actually came up with a new update where you can drop all your Pokemon in. And I was like, bet.
Yeah, I know
Yeah, bro,
that definitely stopped a lot of people
Oh, yeah.
from going to it. People were like, you know what, I'll just replay the old games.
Yeah, because you have like all your other Pokemon stored. And
Yeah.
then you're just like, what the fuck? How can I get them in here if I can't have them in there, you know?
Yeah.
shit like that really went under the radar. I didn't even know about that, but man, I'm telling you right now, ain't nobody fucking with Nintendo. Nobody is fucking with Nintendo. They're literally in a league of their own.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Nobody tries to compete with them. You know, nobody. You may have people trying to replicate them and shit, but Nintendo is fucking Nintendo. That's it.
Oh, yeah,
End of
for
story.
sure. Because, I mean, like, I think Sony tried to with the PSP, but then it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Just way too far ahead of his time, man.
Mm-hmm. But-
Way too far ahead of his time.
That Switch is, just way better.
And even that thing's kind of ahead of its time, but it's in such an era where like that's normal, like handheld games and like the badass graphics on the go.
Oh, yeah.
That it just works. So no one's ever gonna bitch about that. All the games, dude, they have a fucking huge library for that thing.
Oh,
If
yeah,
they're
for sure.
If they're smart, instead of making a new console, they just keep upgrading the Switch.
I think that's what they're trying to do because I know they're trying to put in a lot of different other games into that console. Because, like, I think right now the guys who made Kingdom Hearts, they're coming out with a new game called Kingdom Hearts Melody. But from what I hear, they're testing it out in order for them to put in all the other Kingdom Hearts game into that console.
Yeah, I was hearing about that too. Yeah, that melody one looks whack as fuck, but it's a good test to port shit over.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's basically like
It's a rhythm game.
yeah, like a rhythm game, like a fucking Dance Revolution or whatever.
Yeah, it's a rhythm game.
handheld.
From what I hear, it's a rhythm game and has a little bit of story from what's coming next. But the real reason why they're doing it is to see how well the way the transition of graphics.
Right. Because I was gonna say they don't have to worry about the fan base jumping over. Once
Oh.
that thing hits the store, the numbers are gonna be shooting through the fucking roof.
You ain't lying. Because it's Kingdom Hearts on the go, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when Ben was telling me whenever it came out on the 3DS or I think it was the 3DS. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it was 3DS.
Yeah, I don't know which version it was, but he said him and his friend waited in line for that thing because they were like, "We get to play this whenever, wherever we want." Fuck yeah, sign me up.
Hell yeah. Because they put out like 3 games on the DS. 2 of them on the DS Lite and then 1 of them on the 3DS. But one of them was pretty cool because it had multiplayer, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is badass."
I actually at like 7 o'clock, like an hour and a half before we started recording, I started playing Fable, and I was telling Sarah, I was like, man, I miss couch co-op games.
Oh yeah, me
Yeah.
too, dude. Like me,
That game is so fucking badass. Even like I was playing the original Fable, and I was like, man, I miss this.
I want to get the original Fable again, the remake one, the remastered.
Yeah, we have the original one, and then I think it's Anniversary or something like that.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know which
anniversary.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, because
That-
I used to have the original one, like for the old Xbox, but college, and I had to sell it, and I was like, "Fuck."
yeah, dude, playing that game, it's it almost gave me a headache. Like I didn't realize how good graphics were today. It was like trying to play that one, like the moving around, like my
Oh,
eyes
dude, it
were
was
like
so
trying to keep
bad.
up with it. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I got headaches from it too when I was playing it. I was like, man, dude, I was like, these graphics are shit.
But the games are so badass, it's worth it.
Oh yeah, for sure. The storyline behind it, and then how they continued the storyline from the second one, I was like, bruh, dude, this is so cool.
Oh, ABs, who makes WoW? Is that Blizzard?
Yeah, that's Blizzard. But what were you saying about WoW? Wow.
Oh, Blizzard makes them, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so I saw that Activision slash Blizzard made 1.2 billion in the last quarter.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
From WoW?
No, actually, Warzone, Call of Duty Warzone,
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
microtransactions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Them shits will never go away. Like BZ was saying, voting with a wallet. I don't see that happening for a good 20 years at least.
yeah,
If
I can
even.
see that.
I don't see it happening because there's going to be people who are going to want to spend money.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So if they have the money, they're going to spend it. So,
And that's another one where they're like, oh, $1.99 for a skin. All
Yeah.
right, cool. At least it's not $4.99.
yeah.
Ooh, Brian, what game were you so into that you actually did microtransactions? Or considered microtransactions?
I'm trying to think. Because I know a lot of the games I've played had DLC, paid DLC. So I'd
Right.
pay the money for the DLC. But for microtransactions,
Yeah, honestly, like DLC, that's the main thing I would mostly spend money on. Microtransactions, I'll drop money on a skin here or there, like 99 cents. Never anything crazy, though.
maybe WoW.
Really?
Yeah, back when I was playing. Because I know I spent money on the. Fuck, what was it? I definitely bought like the fancy mounts and stuff. And I think I did buy a character leveler.
Mm.
Because I was. Well, I wanted to have like one character of every class. Just so like I can, play.
Is each one?
Yeah, whatever I was feeling like. But the grind is
Oh yeah.
insane.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I definitely did buy a couple of character levelers. That was when I was flush, so
I didn't know you were into WoW.
yeah, I was for a couple of years there. I would, jump in and out, in and out. Uh, but it's definitely one of those games where I preferred playing with friends.
Mm.
But whenever my friends stopped playing, then I was by myself and I was like, this is kind of lame.
Right, because you got to have your whole team to help you with the missions or shit
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could afford it, I would definitely look into it. But also, I don't know if my system could handle that shit.
Yeah, if you're playing on a laptop, yeah. I mean, I used to play WoW on a laptop back in the Gap, and it was definitely I mean, it could handle it. I mean, because the biggest thing was your internet speed.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then I just turned my settings down. So I mean, yeah, it looked like shit, but
Hey, at least you can play it.
yeah,
I would imagine it taking like a whole bunch of space though.
yeah, it does. It takes up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've heard about WoW. That it's actually a pretty big game, like
Yeah.
in size.
The
Yeah.
one thing that I always was curious about WoW is that you know how they always come out with different expansions. Like if you were like a beginner gamer, can you just buy that expansion, or do you have to buy the first one in order to, to go from each other expansion? I don't know how it works.
Yeah, you have to buy the prerequisite expansions.
Okay, so you
So-
got to buy the first game, and then you
Yeah.
got to buy the other games.
Yeah, you buy the base game and then you have to buy each separate expansion.
Huh.
Kind of like Sims. I know Sarah did that with Sims 3. She said she started off with the original one, and then she started going out and buying all these crazy, like, little $20, $30 expansions here and there. And then before you know it, I think, and I could be wrong, but I think you could actually have all those worlds in one. But I don't know. I've never played it before.
Yeah. I don't doubt it. Because I want to say Sims 3 was actually pretty notorious for having a shitload of expansions. And a lot of
Oh, hell yeah,
unnecessary ones, too.
Yeah. I know they had a knockoff Harry Potter one. Like, they would just, like, it was like a magic school or something like that.
Yeah.
They had literally everything. A chef's table.
Badass.
There was one where you could literally be a dog.
What the
Like,
fuck?
like, just crazy amounts of fucking... Yo, what y'all's take on simulator games like that?
Like Sims?
Yeah, stuff like that, but like even outside of that, like actual simulator games. Like I think I talked about it on STS 420. There was one where it was like a mechanic simulator where you could literally learn how to build an engine based off a game, and it's like pretty detailed.
Eh.
See, here's the thing. I do play games. They're not
I think
like
they're
those
fun.
games. They're not like the train simulator or
Right.
the truck driver simulator. I don't play those, but I play
Flight simulator.
Yeah, simulators. But I play games that have elements of those.
Right.
So like Stardew Valley. That's pretty much like a farming simulator, with some RPG elements thrown in.
Right.
So, I really enjoyed that. But as far as like actual simulator games, not really. I mean, unless you count Kerbal Space Program.
I don't know what that is.
Basically
I
a
feel like if
NASA
they did-
simulator.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I feel like if they did that, that would be easy. It would have to be virtual reality, and you would fucking hack everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, facts.
He'd be like the Exorcist. Arrgh.
What was that? What was that one where they would put you in the? It was like in the middle of like a bunch of like rings, and they would spin you upside down, left, right, all that shit. They don't do it anymore, but that was like one of the ways to get you trained. And like I think, is it Neil or Lance, whatever the fucking Armstrong guy is? Whenever he went to the moon, he was saying that was the way that's the thing.
Oh,
he used.
Lance Armstrong. Yeah.
Yeah, he was saying that's what he used to they used for training back in his day, and he was like, that shit is horrible. You'd have to do it like 10 times in a row or something ridiculous.
Oof. Fuck that. Was the only simulator game that I've played is this one surgery game one. Oh shit.
What was it?
This surgery one, I can't remember the name, but it has like zero gravity when it comes to you fucking up. So if you fuck up like a cut, or you take out like a certain organ or something like that, like out of nowhere that thing starts flying everywhere. You're like, what the fuck?
Oh, is it that I think I know what you're talking about. Is it that like fuck. I can't remember the name of it now, but it's like really goofy.
Yeah, it's super goofy, and you're just like trying to do all these surgeries and shit. But like, if you fuck up, zero gravity kicks in, and you're just like, oh shit, no, fuck, the heart, it's flying. You're trying to like grab it and shit, and you're just like going everywhere in the room trying to grab it. It's funny as shit.
Bro, I think the best simulator game of all time, and I've never even played it. Maybe once or twice has to go to Goat Simulator.
Goat Simulator.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
stupid funky ass game.
Goat Simulator. You play as a goat, but realistically, it's a like a sandbox game, kind of like a physics simulator almost.
Okay.
So like you do all these kind of things, and you're basically just playing around with the physics of the game engine.
Oh, okay.
And there's
We talked about it whenever Ethan was on. There's like a car in the middle of like I guess on the back of like a cul-de-sac doing donuts and shit.
Yeah.
Well, if you go up to the car to try to stop it, it hits you and you go flying like 70 miles and shit. Like it's the most ridiculous shit ever.
Oh shit. Have y'all played any VR games?
I tried one, dude, and it is fucking bad. Well, and also this was a long time ago, so like maybe like 3 years ago, and I wasn't fucking with it at all. It gave me a horrible headache.
Yeah, I played a couple on my friends. Uh, they were yeah, definitely. Like I tried the Skyrim VR.
Okay.
That gave me a headache. But there was this one. Uh, it was a shooting game, but it was basically like you don't move around. You just sit in place and you just kind of shoot at things. Targets or maybe bad guys or something. I can't remember, but that was fun. Mostly because I didn't move around.
Right.
You just kind of look around. So that didn't fuck with my
The
shit.
movement. Right.
Yeah.
I know there's one called drunken bar fights or something like that. I've watched videos on that. That shit looks funny as hell. It's literally every level. Like say you start at level 1, you only fight one guy, and he's drunk as shit. But you can reach over to like grab like a pool cue or a baseball bat, and then by like let's say you hit level 42, well you're fighting 42 people. That's like legit the whole base of the game. So there's no end game. So you just fight a bunch of drunk people while you're drunk.
Badass.
Yeah. But it looks funny as hell, like the way some people, like some of the gamers on like Twitch or whatever, they were doing it. They actually make you want to play it just because the shit they're talking, whatever. Like you can shoot the bird. You can grab you can like act like you're jacking off, like fuck you.
Bruh, I would love to see you do it because you could probably like roast everybody that you could.
Well, I mean, I think it's just I don't know if it's an online multiplayer. I think it's
okay.
just basically like a virtual sim game, pretty much.
Okay. I get it.
It just looks fun though, like the way like one dude standing there smoking a cigarette, and he goes up and like snatches the cigarette, and he flips him off, but like the hands are all like wobbly and shaky and shit. So whenever homeboy comes at him, he's acting like he's jacking off. He's like, "Yeah, take this load, bitch," and then he gets close and he grabs like a trophy and beats him over the head with it until he falls, till he's dead.
God damn.
Yeah, shit looks funny as hell.
Hell yeah. Now, the only VR game that I played is the Star Wars game. And you can do multiple things. Like, the first part that I did, I was like a shooter or something like that. And I can, like, duck down and shoot all these, like, clones and all that. It was pretty cool. And then the second part, you can actually have the saber. And you get to move around. But it tells you when you're close to the, like,
Oh,
the
I've seen
edges
that.
of
I've
the
seen
box.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. I know on that y'all should definitely check out that guy's YouTube channel, Linus Tech Tips.
Uh-huh.
They're like they show the evolution of VR, virtual reality, and like how now they have like basically these little things you put in each corner, and so it designates it, so it lets you know like, okay, I don't want to get too close to this window because I'll fuck it up. So whenever you get too close, basically the game will kind of like flash red,
Yeah.
and with like an arrow, like, hey, you're getting too close to your boundaries, or whatever. I was like, man, that's dope, because I remember back in the day whenever they had the one where you had to walk on like the tightrope, and people were getting themselves fucked up. Like it's like you're walking on a tightrope. So whenever they felt like they were gonna fall, they would literally start grabbing shit and they would start knocking people out, like just on accident.
God damn. Nah, I like that one because you get to have this box and tells you like when you're close to like
Yeah,
a certain
your boundaries
area.
and shit. Yeah.
You're just like, oh, okay, my bad. But it was cool.
Yeah, VR. I like the idea of it. It's just not for me. I like where we're going as far as progress and shit, but it's just not for me. I got fucked up vision and shit, and just gives me a headache.
Would you play it if it was like something like Ready Player One?
Yeah. See, I think, and then also you have to like the one thing I like keeping in mind is that we're still pretty early on in the stages of VR.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like it'll get a little more advanced to where like that, because like I think what fucked me up is I don't like having shit too close to my eyes, like unless it's my glasses. If something like a wall or something like that's too close to my eyes, it kind of makes me like go cross-eyed. So that's one of the things that really fucked me up with the VR with the goggles.
I got you.
So I think maybe in the future I'll give it a shot, but not right now.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I'd rather just go with maybe like a wall of screens or something.
Yeah, I know they've had that for a while. Like, there's a golf training simulator, whatever, where it's a golf ball and one of those big ass, thick ass screens, and it's got the entire course laid out for you, so you can practice your drive and you can also practice your putting. So it kind of gets you, and it's not as good as a real thing, obviously, but you kind of get an idea of how to do shit.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I know they were during COVID, they developed something for the NFL players or the quarterbacks, like basically like running routes and shit, and they would have to throw into this screen for like accuracy, and then like later on that day they would take them out in the field to with like at least one receiver to kind of limit contact,
Right.
and it actually helped them with their maybe not their accuracy but like learning the plays and shit.
Oh shit, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. I like it when they use like the simulators to advance something. Like I've seen like doctors use a lot of those things, like real simulators, and I've seen like other ones too that they use the simulators before they actually do the shit, which is pretty cool.
Well, yeah, because I know a lot of surgeries nowadays they use their hands, but they're mostly using like that little robot looking thing.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know if that's for sanitary reasons. I don't know why, but so a lot of the simulation training, it's done by with that same robot, so they can get practice. So whenever they actually do have to go, I guess over the knife, whatever, they're kind of ready for it.
Right. No, I think it is for sanitation reasons because, with a knife, sometimes you're just like, I ran out of knives. Well, use this one again. All right, fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I know I think it's dope. The fact that technology has come that far.
Right. And then plus, I think it's faster compared to like, you have to like open up the stomach and then go into deeper wherever you need to go. With lasers, you kind of just like figure out where you need to go and then kind of just,
Yeah, I know on that was that my 600 pound life, whatever, that doctor who does the surgeries, he uses the same like kind of robot thing, and he's in and out in like maybe like 45 hour and a half tops.
Damn.
Yeah. Back in the day, I imagine that surgery was probably a little lengthier.
2 hours, yeah. Probably longer than that.
Yeah, luckily I haven't had to go through that, so I don't know.
I mean, the surgeries I've had, you don't even like realize that you're going through it until like it's over. You're just like, what's happened? You got surgery. Oh shit. All right, cool.
All right. Okay. More Xbox shit. This is kind of I guess a good thing. That dude Phil Spencer, the VP of gaming, he said he's pretty confident that Microsoft will recoup their 7.5 billion without having their games on PlayStation.
Wait, what?
He said that pretty much that more or less that they're confident that they'll recoup their 7.5 billion that they spent on Bethesda without having their
okay.
games on PlayStation.
I got you. I was like, wait, what? Oh shit, that's cool. That seems good.
I could see it.
Yeah.
Because Elder Scrolls 6, Starfield,
I was gonna bring that up too.
and then another Fallout. So
If it's good.
yeah, if it's good. I mean, I think
I think they learned their lesson.
I hope so.
we'll see.
I mean, 67's still alive, and
Well,
Yeah.
Ish. I mean, the servers are still running, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean, I think there's people still playing it because they want to get their money's worth and everything, and they're hoping and
it'll
they
get better.
yeah, but they're it's definitely dropped off.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely people who want to keep playing these games, so I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I think they'll make their money back, but it won't be just from Bethesda games. It'll be from
All right, BZ, what were you saying before shit died out?
basically
Elder Scrolls and
Yeah,
Oblivion.
yeah. I think they will make their money back. It'll take a while, but I mean, hopefully, Bethesda doesn't go down to shit. You know, hopefully, Xbox or Microsoft
Does it
doesn't
right?
try to make them monetize their shit horribly, and actually make them make decent games,
Right.
because one fear is that, Starfield takes a dump, and then Elder Scrolls 6 takes a dump, and then Bethesda's closed forever.
Really? After those two games?
Yeah,
Damn.
I think that's what all it will take for Bethesda to get closed down. Now you got to remember they also bought Bethesda's parent company ZeniMax,
Right.
so there's still quite a few things. I think they also got like Doom and maybe a couple other things with it, but I think
Yo, did you hear what else they're trying to do for security?
What?
what
Says Xbox is reportedly looking to purchase Japanese game development studios and have been in contact with both small and large developers.
Aw, Schwitz.
Mm-hmm. They ain't just banking on Bethesda, homie. They're looking to spend
Quite a fortune.
maybe a few more billion
Eee.
to lock in some Japanese development companies.
I don't see why Sony's not doing anything.
well,
Well, they're Japanese, so
yeah. So here's the thing. I don't know if you've heard the news, but basically, Sony wants to censor a lot of games or whatever that are going to be coming out for the PS5 and stuff like that.
Word?
Yeah.
for real.
What do you
Yeah.
mean censor? Like language censor or like?
I think it's going to be more like the sexual stuff.
Oh,
So,
That honestly that doesn't
that's-
bother me.
yeah.
I could
Yeah.
do without that.
but I think it's also going to be
if it's like blood and shit and like that, I don't know.
I
I think
don't-
that's where they'll lose a lot of their consumers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think one of the things you have to remember is that a lot of the games that we don't get over here, like the Japan games, they have a lot of the sexual content and stuff like that
Right.
for the PlayStation. They just don't get ported over here to America, and I think that'll hurt a lot of the.
Their business over there.
Yeah, I don't think it'll affect PlayStation 2 too much, but I think it'll definitely affect. I think their indie devs over there.
Okay. Well, they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot if they're doing that. Because I mean, like you said, but or like Zeke said, Microsoft is trying to buy some companies over there in Japan. So if they do go forward with it,
Yeah,
censoring all that shit kind of might, put a hole in their foot.
yeah,
Let me find out. Xbox is trying to be the unsung hero,
right.
Yeah.
trying to buy those companies. That way, nothing goes censored.
Yeah,
Crazy thing is that I've heard that PlayStation's actually trying to like listen into the conversations into what you're saying in your game console, which is crazy. Or they're recording it. There you
Yeah.
go. They're recording it.
yeah, that's what I'm hearing too. PlayStation's getting on some shady shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they've been on some shady shit. So
They're trying to play Big Brother.
Yeah,
yeah.
Eee.
Well, another thing that's gonna potentially fuck them up is that whenever these things do drop, the PS5, they're only gonna be they're only gonna be for sale online.
huh?
Yeah, they're saying for COVID reasons, but yeah, you're not. I guess they're trying to limit the whole standing out in the line at Best Buy or whatever. So
But realistically, it's probably so they don't make too many consoles. Try to keep costs down.
Maybe.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because, I mean, I don't know how much it costs them to make each console. But I know one thing you want to, from a business point of view, is say say like we have our shirts and stuff from the store and stuff like that.
Right.
But, you buy those or, they're made to order, right? Now, that's the way you would want to do things. You wouldn't want to buy like 1,000 pre-made T-shirts
Oh no.
and try to sell them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because then what if you only sell 200 of them? Then you're looking at 800 T-shirt loss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Depending on how much you charge them.
yeah.
And how good of a salesman you are.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about last week's episode. Like, I don't know the numbers for their pre-sale. We don't know if they were good. We don't know if they were bad. And that's for Sony and Microsoft. We don't really know those numbers,
Right.
So yeah, maybe the shit was going crazy, but we don't know if it's because they sold so many people or so many people were trying to buy. They may have that may have just been a shitty website. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it could have been.
So to be cautious, that's not a bad idea for online. I can see the benefits of it, but also
I like standing in line. It was cool to see
what I'm
all the
saying.
people, all the other nerds who want to talk about the game. You're like, hell yeah, dude. I'm excited. He's excited. What are you going to do? I don't know. I've heard this. I heard that, So,
Nah, not for me. I did a midnight release once.
really?
Yeah. For
didn't care
Skyrim.
for it.
I didn't even wait in line. I sat in my car, waited till the line died down, till it got down to the last few, then I went and jumped in the line.
I think I did it like 4 or 5 times.
Not my cup of tea.
I don't think I've ever done it.
I mean, it's cool to have like a friend like to go with you or a group of friends because then y'all are all talking about the game. And then, eventually there's going to be someone that somebody knows. And then y'all all like come together. And then eventually everybody starts coming together to talk about the game. So,
Dude, I remember whenever the PS3 came out and everyone was losing their fucking mind over that thing. Me and Gabriel, when I went to go buy mine, I don't know how. I think my mom knew somebody at that Best Buy or whatever, so she put down like half of it because those things were like $500, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll go in there and get the rest," because they already had it on hold for me. I just walked in, put the other 250 or 260 or whatever it was down, and walked out. And there was a line wrapped around the fucking block.
damn.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
I was like, nah, I don't. It does nothing for me. I'm good.
I mean, console, I probably wouldn't stay in line. But game, I feel like it's just a lot more funner.
You know what I think deterred me away from that is whenever one of my friends came to work with the new iPhone 3GS at the time,
Uh-huh.
and he said that he waited in a line for like 18 hours. I was like, nope, I don't see anything cool about that. That's fucking retarded, especially for a phone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I would go to like a bigger city. Like when I lived in Round Rock, the GameStop that was there's like 3 other like GameStops on the other like side, but the one that was closest to the house, it was not a lot of people were there, so it was cool. It was fun.
Well, see, with games is different because you can sit there and discuss a whole franchise with someone and what you hope it's going to be like or what the
Right.
last one was like. But with a phone,
Oh yeah, it's kind
I
of
think the
just
conversation dies after 20 minutes.
unless you're like complete nerd, like it's like an A7 and it has an i9 or shit like that,
Yeah, and even then, the conversation dies after 20 minutes.
A9. I hope the camera's good.
I think my whole conversation would be like, man, I hope this isn't a piece of shit like last year's phone.
I'll be like, I hope I'm getting my money's worth.
Saying that knowing you're not.
Right?
Yeah.
In line.
Motherfuckers out here dropping, what is the new iPhone 12 Pro Max,
$1,000?
like $1,400 or some shit like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Fuck that. I mean, I'm still with my 8. If I update, I'm probably going to go with the SE.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably get the bigger one, but that's because I do too much with my shit.
Yeah.
It's like my fucking personal assistant. But that's just me. Anyway, so I got some pretty shitty news. You see, Sega has asked 650 employees to voluntarily retire, and then they cut their executive salaries.
What the fuck? Why?
I don't know. That's all I saw on it.
Probably because Sega isn't making shit.
Yeah,
Was it didn't they make Sonic, right?
Yeah.
yeah, but
But that's the only game that I know that came out from them. What are the games that have they made?
well, they used to be with Sega. It was Sega Capcom for a minute, and then I know
Yeah.
they had I could be wrong, but I want to say their second biggest franchise. And if you're listening on wherever you're listening, fact check me. Most likely YouTube because I need somebody to tell me. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe Taxi, maybe Crazy Taxi for
Yeah.
the Dreamcast. Oh, you know what? 2K actually started on the Dreamcast.
Oh no way!
Yeah,
Dope.
the one with Allen Iverson. Yep, 2K started on Sega Dreamcast. But other than that, Sonic, Crazy Taxi, Super Monkey Ball. That was a pretty big one. But then Nintendo scooped them right the fuck up.
And I'm
Yeah.
still trying to see what other games they got.
Yeah. I mean, because there were tons of games for the Sega, for the Genesis and
What about Street
Stuff like
Fighter
that.
2?
yeah,
I mean, Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage. Yeah.
They look
And-
like they have a lot of like Japanese games.
But yeah, the thing is that what all were they a first party developer of anything?
I'm not too sure. They just gave me a list, so you can check it out right there.
I wonder if Sega developed Sonic. Because I know Sonic was exclusive to Sega Genesis, but I don't know if
They
they
developed it.
developed it. Yeah.
I don't know,
Okay, I see.
but I know they're having like a lot of somewhat of a lot of games coming out soon. I guess because what I saw they're having a Mario Olympics on there
On what?
on Nintendo, but since Sonic is technically Sega, so they're gonna have that going in there too.
Yeah, it's pretty lackluster.
Yeah.
But like I said, like a lot of it looks like it's Japanese games. Like
Right.
that's
Yeah.
more appealing to Japanese than us.
Yeah. The only thing I saw on there that might have been something that might have been bringing in money was like the Fantasy Star
Right.
Online stuff, because I know Fantasy Star Online 2, I've seen it on the Xbox store, but it's free to play with DLC.
Microtransactions.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like a bunch of it probably is microtransactions and DLC and stuff like that. Kind of following like kind of like how Destiny 2 is.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah. Nah, can't really think of anything.
Yeah, I can kind of see why they're like asking people to retire and and all that. Sounds like they might be
then
going
they cut
under.
they cut their executives' salary. That's
Yeesh.
damn.
That's
I you know
nuts.
what though? You got to give them props for sticking around as long as they have, considering they're not really big contenders with anybody.
Right? I mean, they would have been if they came out with Dreamcast a lot more sooner. But
Well,
I think the thing is with Sega and Nintendo's guilty of this too is they pull on your nostalgic heartstrings, but they just weren't as good at it as Nintendo was. Like Nintendo constantly puts out dope shit, at least as far as their their legacy characters to keep them
Right.
interesting. And Sonic tried that, and then Sega tried that, and it was a flop.
okay, yeah,
I don't
feel it.
know.
I'm surprised Nintendo hasn't bought out Sega.
I can see it happening.
yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it like 100%. I just don't know why they haven't done it yet.
Yeah. Honestly, I think PlayStation or Xbox should buy Sega though.
Facts.
Why is that?
Yeah.
Just because the games for it, the games that Sega is more known for, or at least a lot of the games on their library, they seem to be more for those consoles than Nintendo. So
Yeah, I could see it because I remember a while back, shit, probably like maybe 4 years ago, whatever. On the PlayStation Store, they had a bunch of Nintendo and Sega games in there, like the legacy games and shit, like dirt cheap, like $5.99 or something like that.
Damn.
And like all the Sonic games had like 5-star ratings, like at least 1 and 2 did, like 5-star ratings or some shit like that. And maybe this was maybe even longer ago. I don't remember. But yeah, if they could, if they really wanted to be petty, they could just buy like the IP Sonic IP,
Yeah.
just buy their stronghold names, and be like, all right, Sega, you're fucking out of here. Or maybe that's enough to keep them afloat because the Sonic ain't gonna be cheap.
Oh yeah. And then what? I'm pretty sure they made a lot of money from the Sonic movie too, right?
uh,
If it was as good as people say it was, then I don't know. I don't know the budget. I don't know the recoup status. I don't know anything.
I want to say they definitely recouped their losses, or they made their money back. I don't know how much of a profit they made. I know they did make a profit, but I don't know how much. The Sonic movie was pretty good.
I liked it. It was
Yeah.
really, really good.
Yeah,
I still gotta watch it.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Like I thought they were gonna like butcher it in some way in the storytelling, but it was actually really good.
Yeah,
Like maybe like a few months back, I read something. I think it was maybe on like IGN. The director or the producer of that movie, whatever, he was like, I'm really glad that we went back and redid Sonic. He's like, I'm really glad. He's like, because we wouldn't have made. We would have actually been in the tank as far as trying to recoup.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
they would have been lucky to break even.
yeah,
yeah. But we basically bullied them to change it, and then when
which
they
is
did,
crazy.
yeah,
and when they did, we're all like, "All right, you did it for us. We're gonna do this for you."
yeah.
And think about it. If you really think about it, you know who bullied this fucking production company? 30-year-olds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Fucking grown ass men and women were like, I ain't watching this bullshit. That motherfucker look like he got fucking mange and shit.
yeah. But I mean, no,
I mean-
we grew up on it.
Yeah, for real. Because I mean, like
Oh.
the kids won't really notice it unless they actually played the game. But the people who grew up with Sonic were just like, "Yo,
Yeah,
that's not Sonic. That's
Yeah,
some
dude.
fucking
I remember when the memes first started coming out when they you saw the first trailer with the Gangster's Paradise and shit.
yeah."
And then like I guess another like a professional video editor, he was like, let me fix it. He was like, or like I fix this for y'all. And it was like the Sonic that we know. And then it was like throughout the whole trailer, he just put his version of him in there, which is the one that's the new version, whatever.
Right.
And then I guess that film production company was like, all right, we get it. we'll get it fixed, and like we apologize.
We fucked up.
Yeah, we fucked up. We'll take care of this. Don't worry. I was like, damn. I wonder. It'd be dope if they would have got him, the dude who fixed it, to actually do all the
Redo it,
edits and
yeah.
shit.
That'd be cool to give him a job and be like, "All right, you're the one who fixed it."
Well,
We're gonna get
he would have
you-
been responsible for the life of that movie.
Yeah. Or to at least get it to people to be like, "That's the Sonic we want," and then fix it and then be like, "We're gonna watch it because it's actually Sonic."
yeah.
Shout out to the 30-year-old bullies though. That's funny as hell.
You ain't lying.
And by the 30-year-old bullies, I mean Brian and me. This ain't my Sonic, bitch. Fuck out of here. Fuck
Yeah.
out of here. Yo, be
Get
easy. What
outta
the
here.
fuck is Starfield? I see it's like a sci-fi space game or some shit like that.
No clue. I honestly have not been keeping track of it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
what it
me
is.
either. I literally just saw like not even a trailer for it. It looked like there was a planet and then somebody like entering a ship and it said Starfield and I was like, oh, that's a be easy. That's a Brian game right there. Like, I don't know shit about this.
I mean, I'll wait until more, info comes out and stuff like that. And once it gets closer to the release, I'll probably look more into it. But I mean, it definitely seems like something I would want to play. But for now, I am keeping my hype down by just not paying attention to it.
You don't want to. You don't want it to be another Anthem.
Yeah.
You ain't lying. Everyone's like, Anthem. They get it. Fuck this game.
Toss that hole in the toilet.
Well, supposedly, I've seen the video on my feed, but supposedly there's stuff coming out. They already got like info coming out for an Anthem 2.0. So,
Why?
well, I don't know if it's like a new game or if they're just overhauling the current game itself.
I feel like that would be a lot more beneficial financially.
Yeah,
Overhauling the...
overhauling.
yeah.
Because,
Fix that shit.
yeah, because I know the customer satisfaction for that game is way low. I want to say their player base is damn near non-existent.
God damn.
So,
Yeah, you can't have that shit because I don't know how much they pay to keep those servers up, but it's probably not cheap.
Yeah.
And to keep those up for let's just say 10,000 people for all the money they spent, that's a fucking waste of money.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
So they're better off overhauling it, remarketing it, adding all different kind of crazy shit. Anyone who actually like pre-ordered that game needs to get a bunch of free dope shit
Oh,
for
yeah.
wasting their money.
yeah.
And they need to come out with an apology like, hey, look, we fucked up. All right, hear us out here. We're going to fix all this bullshit that we threw at y'all and charge you $60 for.
Yeah.
I don't even know about microtransactions or DLC, but
I want to say there are microtransactions in the game.
it's EA? No, it's not EA, is it?
No, it is BioWare.
It is? Oh, yeah, so yeah, then it's definitely microtransactions.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But goddamn.
Yeah. We'll see.
Bro, you can find that hoe at GameStop right now for a hot wood nickel.
Yeah. Yeah. I constantly see it on the, because I want to say on the Xbox store, it's like
I could
20
trade
or
it for
30
chicken.
bucks.
Yeah.
But then it's always having specials for like $5.
Yeah.
So,
I can go to
They're doing their
GameStop.
best to recoup.
Yeah.
yeah.
I can go to GameStop and be like, you want chicken for the game? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Shit, nigga, you might be able to get like just go in there like, yo, I'm gonna offer you some advice. You know?
Just to get the game.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yo, I'm
the-
doing you a
that's the
favor.
that's the price of admission. Here, don't do it.
The GameStop guy, you're buying this game and you're giving me advice? Damn, you must be hitting a new low.
Depression, COVID's really fucked you up, huh?
You lying. Shit.
Oh man. So I guess I got one more thing, and then I think we got food here to grub on. But I saw that The Witcher 2, they started filming that. The Witcher season 2, and then that Blood Origin thing we were talking about. That's a whole different storyline.
Series. Yeah.
Yeah, a whole different series. So yeah, but Henry Cavill is going to be in it. And I want to say Momoa is going to be in there also.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but the season 2, I guess they were trying to film everything or most of their shit in like London and like different parts of like Greenland and shit. But they had to move everything to the south in Georgia. And then right after that, I think they're trying to get set up for season 3 or something. I'm not too sure, but I'm really excited for those.
Wait, how come they had to move it to Georgia?
COVID.
Oh, okay.
All
Yeah.
that flying back and forth and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. They probably can't travel as easily. So,
Right. Dope.
So yeah, I'm excited for that. And then tonight, whenever Sarah knocks out, I'm gonna catch up on Mandalorian.
about
no, I'm
fucking
not.
time.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
Fucking
trash.
internet's down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So wait, what happened to your internet?
Man, I don't know. This morning at like 6, whatever. The only thing that was working was YouTube. So I thought it was like with my internet. And then Sarah wakes up and she's like, no, that it's not working on Roku either. And I don't know if it was the bill. I think it was paid because YouTube was working just fine. Anything that was Google related, Instagram, Facebook, all that shit was working on my laptop and on our phones. And then I called them, and they walked me through the whole resetting the thing, hard reset, soft reset, and the router's just fucking fried. It's done for.
Oh shit.
So yeah, we're getting a new router tomorrow.
Yeah.
Damn. That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, considering how many people use it,
Right.
the fact that thing lasts as long as it does, and it's in a fucking hot ass closet, which is why I try to leave that door open, and I really wish they would move it like
Somewhere
right
else.
next to me,
Yeah.
or at least right next to me where it's in in an AC controlled room.
Yeah.
That would probably prolong the life of that shit. I'm not sure though.
Probably.
So yeah, we're on old school mode tonight.
Hey. Bringing out
Yeah.
the candles.
Yeah, I mean, bunch of candles everywhere like we're Satanists and shit.
Sarah in the background. You know what time it is.
Pim, pim, pim. I'm walking around without my teeth. Where are they? She's like, oh, you know where they are. But you don't need them right now. Fucker starts throwing tits in my face. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Assaults and battery.
Oh shit.
Jesus, just lose internet and then just we devolve.
Immediately.
So quickly, yeah.
I'm over here trying to fucking light a fire and shit with like popsicle sticks. Trying to heat up a can of tuna or some shit.
It's just internet. You still have power, fuckface.
You don't understand my problems, BZ.
First world of problems, you fuck.
That's why
They
you
put pickles on my burger.
That's why you do what I do, and you build up a collection of DVDs and stuff over the course of like a decade.
Facts.
Oh, bro, I got that on deck, son. Don't worry about that.
Oh, there you go.
For sure. But you know what's funny? I don't know if y'all ever heard of this movie. It's called Crooklyn. Sarah,
No.
that's like her go-to. It's a Spike Lee movie. That's like her go-to movie. Every time the power goes out, I'll wake up and I'm like, God damn.
What do you mean Spike Lee? Like one of those like girl drama movies or what?
No, it's like I guess it's like a drama movie, but it's like a feel good / drama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But Spike Lee, he does like a lot of those like African American movies, right?
Yeah, it's like a black excellence movie basically.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Like Do the Right Thing.
yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
No, I was just remembering a joke from a show. Basically saying, what was it? It was about as stereotypical as a white man's dialogue in a Spike Lee movie.
Facts.
And then the cutaway was the black guys like ordering something at like a restaurant, and then the white waiter or whatever, he's basically just like foaming at the mouth, like.
Bro, Spike Lee's movies are no better than Tyler Perry's movies, and I'll be the first to say it.
Yeah,
Tyler Perry's movies are fucking ass. At least Spike Lee's movies have like storylines and like like a message behind them.
yeah, yeah.
But they're mad corny. They're
Yeah.
mad corny. But I do love that movie, Do the Right Thing.
Sure.
If you've never seen it, you should definitely check it out.
I say the only one I might have seen parts of. I want to say it had like Samuel L. Jackson in it, and
What all movies has
Bruce
he done?
Willis.
I don't have my phone, but I've seen most of them. Like Do the Right Thing. He Got Game. It's got Denzel in it. Oh shit. I think he did one movie. I think it was called like Inside Man with Clive Owen. Israel's like, no, I'm not black enough for this shit. Yo, I got a something to show y'all after. I'll send it, but I think I gotta wait for us to start doing video like on
Oh, word?
SS420. Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Know what
saying?
I
And
mean?
I didn't know we could edit videos in Reaper. So that's dope, son.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
and
mean.
it won't cost us $52 a month to edit videos. So,
Badass.
but yeah, hoes. Well, y'all ready to get about here? I'm about to give me some grub, son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Trying to have indigestion at 4 in the morning. You know what I'm saying, Beezy?
Hey.
Fuck yeah.
That's my shit right there.
No,
All right, hoes.
I haven't seen
What's up?
any of these movies.
Oh yeah, I figured. Plus, you're a little too young for him anyway.
I know he's making. Oh wait, he already made it. Never mind. Black Klansman. Oh, wait, didn't we see that movie together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that was a Spike Lee joint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah. See, that's the only one that I've seen.
Did anyone else feel uncomfortable watching that with Sarah in the room?
No, but
No.
I was expecting more comedy.
Yeah, me too.
I was expecting it to be a funny movie, and it wasn't. That
No,
was the
Spike
disappointing
Lee doesn't
part.
do that.
I know it should have been done by like
The Wayans brothers.
yeah.
That would have been disrespectful as fuck.
Oh shit.
Two
I thought it was
Mexicans,
pretty
two
good.
two Mexicans and a white guy discussing which black director should have directed a black movie. The privilege.
I'm sure I'm not
shit.
the only one. Not even just white, just like the only person who thinks Black Klansman probably should have been a comedy.
You know who should have directed that?
What's up?
Quentin Tarantino.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Because
It had
he
that
did
vibe.
Django. Yeah, he
Yeah.
did Django. That would have been dope. That's
I mean-
fucked up though. Having a white guy direct a fucking black movie called Black Klansman, that's fucked up.
I mean, don't get
Well-
me wrong. It had its elements that was funny. It wasn't until like the very, very end where it was just like, ooh,
Yeah, when I get all serious and stuff.
yeah. Like the credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
part,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. But I think-
Yeah, again, you know, that's not his vibe though. He doesn't really do. He does a lot of like racial like justice type shit, you know. So
Yeah.
of course, you know, I kind of went in expecting to see that kind of movie.
Right.
You know, fucking like a legit movie because it's based on a true story, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it is.
of course, when it comes to something that serious, I didn't expect him to steer too far away from the storyline.
I honestly forgot that Sarah was there with us watching it.
Trying to say she's too dark to be seen. What are you trying to say, Israel?
I literally just forgot that she was
I'm just
there.
fucking with you, dog.
She was being really quiet.
Yeah,
she
she was really quiet.
She was probably playing on her phone.
Yeah, she probably was. That's what she does. She's had a shit week. So yeah, this week has not been kind to her, and it's also been slow so far.
Yeah. Is she's still doing
Nursing.
nursing and stuff like that?
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll tell you all about that on Sunday.
Well, just tell her I'll trade her. She could be homeless and I'll be a nurse.
Hashtag homeless Sarah.
Zeke said he wanted to be the sugar daddy this time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can support both of our financial needs on Uber Eats. I'll be working 12-hour days, 7 days a week and shit. It's possible though. That one dude made $8,000 in a month.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
12-hour days for 30 days.
I mean,
Them
eventually,
taxes though.
for real.
Yeah, I think he said after all was said and done, he actually pulled in about $6,400. Still a lot of money, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth it.
Nah.
Hell no.
It depends on his costs as well.
He put his cost up there. I think he spent over $300 in gas, and he got an oil change. I think he got a tire rotation. But he was doing all this in like a 2018 Mustang.
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
was like, damn, poor guy. He said he lost his job due to COVID, and then he was like, well, I got to have some money coming in. I was like,
I'll
damn.
probably do it on a motorcycle.
You can, but you say that until you get those big ass orders like the one I had today.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I had a fucking 28-inch pizza with
yeah, I forgot.
3 2-liters, 2 Cokes, and a Sprite, and then a big ass box of chicken wings, and it barely fit in my fucking front seat. So
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's why it's best to have a vehicle when you do that shit. Well, all right, fellas, I gotta piss like a fucking pregnant lady, so
Hey.
Alrighty.
we're ready to wrap this hoe up.
Hell yeah.
All right, hoes. Well, I'll see y'all on Sunday. That was episode 8 of Couch Lock. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.